Welcome to Tanzania, where we've got a very special video today, but it's not actually coming from Tanzania. And we didn't know we were going to make this video up until about 15 minutes ago when we got confirmation that our bid to be upgraded on Ethiopian Airlines flight has been accepted. So we're doing something really cool, which I couldn't find a lot of information about, and I wanted to help share that information with viewers like you. So we are doing a transit through Ethiopia. It is the major flagship carrier of Africa, and basically to get anywhere in Africa, you pretty much have to transfer through Addis Ababa, and for us that means an overnight stay. Now, one thing that I did find out is that when you spend the night there, if you have a connection over 8 hours or so, they do provide you with transportation, meals, and accommodation. So we're going to show you that whole process, as well as the transit visa process, as well as what Ethiopian Airlines business versus economy looks like, because we only upgraded one leg of our flight.
Right now we are taking our bags because our driver is meeting us, and we have a 3.5-hour drive to the airport in Arusha.
First up, economy class. Not for long. So we're walking up to the overnight hotel. We got upgraded. I don't know if it's an upgrade, but we were able to choose if we wanted to stay in terminal or not. We decided to stay in terminal. We have an early morning flight, and that way we avoid the 6:30 bus. I think we just walk downstairs. We're already through security and we're good to go. So we're walking to find it. The hotel's the only thing that's had good signage this entire time. So I'll tell you more about the experience of going through security after this.
Okay, this is way nicer than I thought it would be. And the terminal's right above, baby.
I'm pleasantly surprised. So as I said, we got upgraded to business class, and what we read online is that they put you in a nicer hotel if you do business, which is why we bid for the second leg of the flight, because we were like, whatever, it's the longer flight, closer to 6 hours. We've never flown business before. It's probably the cheapest we'll ever get a business ticket if we bid on it.
And we bid about $200 a person. Is that right? How much did we bid?
$395 each. But just to put that in perspective, first, that's the lowest amount that you can possibly bid. And second off, total for the flight, we had paid $500 each. And that's from Tanzania to Ethiopia to Windhoek. So that's two international flights. One of them is short, 2.5 hours. Another one is close to 6 hours. So getting all of that for $850 for business on your longest leg is actually pretty cheap, especially when it includes a hotel room for the overnight stay and dinner and breakfast vouchers. Note, if you're doing an overnight transfer, you don't want to go to the transfers. That's for transfers tonight. You want to keep going past, and if you're business, you want to go talk to the desk. And there's like a separate security line that's unmarked. It's like the very last one. So you go through there, and then you're basically just back in the terminal. So we're gonna go explore the...
No, we're not.
Okay.
I'm going to bed.
So I had an amazing dinner and a fantastic beer. Really good time talking to the staff about the food and how to eat it. So the waitress just came over and told me that it's called injera. I asked her, and then she said we eat it with like this beef thing, which I didn't see on the buffet. So she actually went and brought me a plate. So I'm gonna try traditional food, and I'm actually pretty excited about it. And tomorrow we are so excited because it is business class time. Good night. Good morning. It is time to go grab breakfast, and our flight is in an hour and a half, so we're just gonna go grab a quick snack, Probably mostly coffee, because I'm sure the food is going to be banging. Actually, I don't know. Economy class sucked. I will say that. It wasn't very good. So let's go see if the hotel has something good to offer us.
So Jeff and I are getting ready to leave our room to head up to the terminal, and I wanted to address one quick thing. So if you're looking into this video because you have to fly through Ethiopia like we do and most people do, and you're worried about some of the ongoing conflict in the region, you're not alone. I felt a little bit anxious about it because the travel advisories website for the USA has a level 3, which is exercise increased caution, and basically do not travel to certain regions because of civil unrest and sometimes civil war. In the last couple days, we kept up on the news and it looks like civil war is about to break out again, which is very unfortunate. But when you come to the airport, it's just like any other airport. I mean, you wouldn't even know that there's any kind of civil unrest in the region, and it's super safe. So don't even worry about it. Are you excited?
I'm so pumped.
I am so excited.
I'm almost a little sad already that it's only 6 hours.
I know, yeah. I wish it were longer.
Oh, it's broken. Of course it's broken.
So it's a pretty full flight. So we'll be voicing over almost all of this, and we'll talk to you about the features and our experience in our business class seats.
To kick it off, here are the buttons that control your seat. You can either kick out your legs or you can recline all the way back, and you can tell how comfortable this is by how stupid my face is here. They also have this tray table located on the side of your seat, which you can pull out halfway or all the way, and then it conveniently stows right back in the side. And of course, the remote control for the lights and TV next to you. They also gave us these cute little amenity kits, which were a little cheap looking, but I really like the color. They kind of stood out a bit. Inside, they have this little hook so you can hang it in the bathroom and a mesh pocket. They gave us one toothpick and floss pick, one chapstick, even though it was open, earplugs, a must, hand sanitizer, a pen, and an eye mask. And at this point they came over to give us some champagne and orange juice, so I'll allow it. You can tell Jeff's kind of a conservative, shy filmer here. Cheers! Okay, back to the amenity bag tour, which happens to be one of my favorite things about flying above economy class. We got toothpaste, some hospital socks that I did not wear, face mask, always good to have, toothbrush, comb, and that's the bag. I give it like a 2 out of 5 stars. Behind the seats, we have one standard plug-in and then these little USB plug-ins with lights next to them so you can locate them when it's dark in the plane. Privacy window from your neighbor and also a light behind your seat. And they came around and gave us these warm towels so we can be refreshed for our flight. This is our TV. I'm really loving my dumb reflection in the television screen, which is great. And below it, there's some storage where you can find the headphones and more storage below that for your personal item, as well as a shelf that I put my feet on. And the windows with the fancy dimming effects. The TV was really good size. Once again, hate my reflection here. I chose English because I'm an American and that's the only language I speak, obviously. Content was actually really good. I was surprised for Ethiopian Airways, but they had everything that you needed. The stewardess also came around and handed us our menu. Ethiopian had pretty good selection overall. You could order the lunch because obviously we were not on the flight for the dinner, but they had a ton of wine choices, which was pretty cool, but anything that you ordered was obviously free since you paid for the upgrade. One thing I did want to note, and I hate when airlines do this, is when you bring your own headphones, which are arguably better than the ones they provide, and you can't use them, you have to use the ones that they provide, and the plugins on the opposite side, and it's super annoying. But anyway, we are ready for takeoff at this point. My window was a bit of a headache throughout this flight and wouldn't dim itself when I pressed the buttons, but it's alright because shortly after they dimmed all the windows in the plane, and that's when they brought over snacks. I don't know what these are, but they were so good. One of the best things I had on this flight. We also asked for coffee service and got a cappuccino, which was pretty good. The first thing they brought over was veggies with a couple shrimps, and then they brought over bread when it was hot out of the oven, and then a side salad. The setup was super cute here. I actually really liked how she laid this out, and you had everything that you needed. And also they gave us this really cute little bottle of olive oil. Oh, if I wasn't a backpacker, I would take it home. Here's some close-ups on the food. This was the best thing that we ate by far. Here was the second course. It was traditional Ethiopian food. This lady's excited too. I was as well, but it didn't look all that fresh, and honestly, it was not that great. I don't know if it was just how they made it or maybe the ingredients, but overall, not fantastic. I also really like that I turned on the light for you thinking it'd be better and easier for you to see, but it just looks like a poltergeist on the TV. This is what Jeff ordered. It looked way better than mine. But overall, just not that good. Mine, again, not that good. If I were starving, I would eat it, but so far, not that great. Last but not least, here was our dessert. 10 out of 10 for presentation, and honestly, this was not so bad. It was like a cherry chocolate cake, and Jeff also liked it, so I know I'm not wrong. Quick bathroom tour for you guys. Everything was pretty standard in here. It was pretty clean for the most part. Got your standard toilet paper, trash can, soap. They even had cologne and lotion in here with a bunch of sanitary wipes, which was pretty neat. However, I don't know what this bottle laying down was, but it was super sticky and I immediately regretted touching it. And right before Wheels touched down in Windhoek, Namibia, they gave us these cute little chocolates, which were actually really good. I was quite happy with it, and we were very excited to have flown business class for the first time ever. However, there is no going back now that we've flown business class, and I'm not looking forward to be back in economy.
You've made it. That was the easiest 6-ish hour flight of my life, and I think I'm ruined now.
So we are officially settled in Windhoek, Namibia now, and I wanted to take a time and just kind of do a final wrap up. Overall impressions, the hard product on Ethiopian Airlines business class was actually quite good. I liked the lie flat business seat. It was very comfortable. The blanket and pillow were great. The entertainment options were, in my opinion, quite good. That being said, the soft product, in my opinion, was not the best. The food that we ate was not very good at all. I will say though that the local Ethiopian dishes that they served at the beginning, kind of like as an appetizer, were fantastic. That was the best food that I ate on that flight. The rest of the stuff though, I actually didn't finish most of it. The staff were incredibly nice though, no problems with them, but I would rate the hard product far over the soft product, and it would not be something that I would go for in terms of soft product. I think for that you'd probably want to go towards an Asian carrier, which I've heard have amazing soft products. And by soft products, by the way, I mean food and service. All that being said, was it worth the price? I think that's the question that most people want to know, and in my opinion, yes, absolutely. I do think it partially ruined me a little bit because it was a 6-hour flight and it was so easy to take, and it was extremely relaxing. I mean, I could have been on there for another 6 hours and I probably wouldn't have even blinked. It's going to make it hard to go back to economy class, but I'm really glad we had the experience in the end. It was a really great way to kind of get an intro into business class without paying the exorbitant business class prices that you see in the West. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you like this or found this helpful, or if you have any additional questions, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment below.